All right, hello, second grade. Before we begin today's spelling words, we're going to do some phonogram review. Now, I am looking forward to the day where phonogram review is no longer a part of our literacy lessons. We can move on to more sentence writing. You can write several related sentences about one topic, but we're not there yet. And I know some of us don't seem too interested in learning our phonograms or too worried if we know them or not. I hope we can change that because the phonograms are the key to our whole, it's like if you have a treasure map, right? If you want to go find treasure and you have a map, then all you have to do is follow the map and the clues and it's going to lead you to the treasure. For us using English, the phonograms are like our treasure map. All right, as soon as we have them all in our minds, it's the key to finding that treasure, to be able to read, to be able to spell, to be able to write. All of those things, they're kind of all based on having these phonograms. All right, so let's work really hard this week. Let's show a lot of diligence in working hard to master these phonograms so we can be on our way to the treasure of reading and writing things in our beautiful English language. All right, the first phonogram I want you to write is oo. What are you going to write? Good, oo. Remember we made a face when we learned it, oo. That might help you remember what it is. Write it. Say it while you write it. Right. Put your finger under that phonogram you just wrote. Read it to me. What does it say? Good. Ew. If you didn't have that, please write it 3 times and say it while you write it. Pause the video so you can do that. All right, our next one is the of early. What are you going to write? Good, the of early. Write it and say it while you write it. Right, put your finger under that phonogram you just wrote. Read it to me. What is it? Good, the of early. Leave it. Oh, I hope you're leaving clock spaces every time. This is our the of early. All right, our next phonogram is r, 2-letter r. What are you going to write? Good, r, 2-letter r. Write it and say it while you write it. All right, put your finger under that last phonogram you just wrote. Read it to me. What is it? Good. 2-letter R. 2-letter R. All right, make sure yours looks like mine. All right, again, any of these you didn't get, you should be pausing the video, writing it 3 times. Say it while you write it. That is how it gets into your head, not just the writing. So if you're writing it and you're not saying it, you are hurting yourself because you're not growing your brain and getting these learned as quickly as you can. All right, the next phonogram is qua. What are you going to write? Good, qua. Say it while you write it. Put your finger under that phonogram you just wrote. What does it say? Good, qua. This is our qua. Make sure you had 2 letters. Remember, the first letter can't say anything by itself. It needs to have that letter with it. This is our kwa. All right, we'll do one more. We'll do E, A. What are you going to write, class? Good. E, A. Write it. Say it while you write it. All right, put your finger under the phonogram you just wrote. What does it say? Excellent. E, A. This is our E, A. All right. Remember that this is our goal for this week. Work really hard on learning these phonograms so we have a treasure map to follow. Otherwise, it's like trying to find treasure and you're missing most of the map. It's harder to get there, or you might not get there. All right, so we are ready for our spelling words. Our first word is a compound word. Ooh, we need to remember from the other day what a compound word is. A compound word is when we have one word and another word, and we smash them together and it makes a new word, like butterfly, and we make butterfly. So a compound word, we have two separate words, we smash them together into one word. All right, the next word, so our first word is grandfather. What's the word? Good, grandfather. I never got to meet my grandfather. All right, put your hand on your chin. How many syllables are in grandfather? Show me as quickly as you can. Grandfather. All right, hopefully everyone is showing me this. Yesterday we did father, or the other day we did father, and we know that it's two syllables, father. All right, and so since we're adding another word, we've got three syllables, grandfather. And remember, if we have a compound word, we always have a syllable break between the two words. All right, so that would mean that our first syllable is grand. What's our first syllable? Good, grand. What sounds do you hear in the syllable grand? Good. G, R, A, N, D. All right, one more time because we've got two groups of consonants that want to stick together and we have to pull them apart. What sounds do we hear in the syllable grand? Excellent. G, R, A, N, D. Write those sounds and say them while you write them. Remember to put a syllable break afterwards. All right. Our next, let's see if we can do the whole word, the whole other part of our compound word together, which is father. All right, so remember father, we've got two syllables in it. Our first syllable is fath. What sounds do we hear in the syllable fath? Good. Th. Remember, we need two letters to say th. And which did we use in father? Nice job if you said a. That is what we use. So write that second syllable fath and put a syllable break at the end. All right, our third syllable is We can't take that apart anymore, but we have to know which it is. We're going to use the of her. Class, which are we using? Good, the of her. Write those sounds in that last syllable. Say them while you write them. All right, put your finger under the first phonogram in grandfather. What does it say? Good, good. 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 Excellent. All right, so this is the first part of our compound word, and we need a syllable break after it. What's next? Good. Good. Ah, but which ah is it? Good. It's not our usual ah, it's ah. Ah. All right, what's next? Good. And the next sound is what? Good. The next sound is Which is it? Good. The of her. All right, make sure your word looks like mine. Let's see what we need to mark. Nope. There's nothing in there. It's all just everything saying its first sound. All right, what are the three sounds of this phonogram? Good. Ah. It's saying ah. So what do we have to put on top of it? Excellent. We put a little 3 on top. How about this? Good. We need to underline it, but what are the two sounds of that phonogram? Good. And it's saying, so it's saying its second sound. Show me everything I would need to mark this with. And when we get more used to it, you'll just be able to show me everything right away. And how about this? Excellent. We need to underline the of her. All right, what a long word we have. Let's say all of the sounds and then put them together. So we'll do sounds and then syllables and then the whole word. Good. All right, class, what was our word? Good, grandfather. All right, our next word is, let's see. The next word is grandmother. So we're actually doing first grade words right now because I know you didn't finish the first grade words last year, and the second grade words start pretty tricky. So ideally, if we were at the right point in the year and our school year hadn't gotten messed up last year, we would have learned mother last week, but we didn't. All right, but let's try persevere, see if we can do this. All right, so our word is grandmother. It's a compound word, just like grandfather. We took grand and mother and smashed them together. But the tricky thing is mother is a two-way word. That means we say it differently to spell it and when we're speaking. To spell mother, we say mother. Class, listen one more time. To spell mother, we say mother. How do we say mother to spell it, class? Good, mother. So our word is going to be grandmother. Say that with me, grandmother. All right, one more time. Good, grandmother. Put your hand on your chin. Ready to show me how many syllables are in grandmother? Show me. Grandmother. Show me. I hope you have this. All right, there are 3 syllables in grandmother. All right, the first syllable is grand. Tell me what we're going to write to spell the first syllable grand. Nice, it's g-r-a-n-d. Write that first syllable, say it while you write it. All right, we've got our first syllable, grand. Our next two syllables are mother. What sounds do we hear in the second syllable, moth? Good, it's ah, v. Right, that second syllable, moth. And our third syllable is We can't take the sound apart any further, but we have to know which it is, right? We don't guess. We always wait to hear it so we know we get it right the first time. Our last syllable is the of her. Class, what are we going to use? Good. The of her. All right, write that last syllable. Say it while you write it. All right, put your finger under the first phonogram in grandmother. What does it say? Good, good. R, a, d. Good. What's next? Good. Good. Ah. And good. Which is it? You almost got me. Good. The of her. All right, make sure your grandmother looks like this. Let's mark it. Does this need a marking? All right, can you show me everything that we need to mark it with? We know we need this, but is it saying or the? Nice job if you're showing me this. And excellent, we need to underline that as well. All right, let's say our sounds and put them together. All right, very nice job. Second grade, we'll stop this video here and the rest of the words will be in a new video.